Peace, love, and light, my divine beings. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another Lala Divine video. I got some important things that I want to say to you guys, and oh, my stomach growling. Basically, this message is going to be a little different. This is going to be a blackout message, and I really feel led to do this message. And the reason why I'm doing a blackout message is because the things that I'm going to be talking about is going to be a little heavier than what I normally talk about, and I just don't want my energy drained. I need to save my energy, so I'm going to just do this blackout message. So I pray this touches the heart, mind, body, and soul of you guys as divine beings, and that you guys take heed and just listen to the divine messages. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So the other day I was watching this YouTube video, and she was like really channeling. She was getting a lot of messages from spirit. And not that I'm trying to copy her style or anything of that nature, but I feel as though we need to quit focusing on being in relationship, twin flame, soulmate, karmic, blah, 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 and really focus on what's going on at hand as far as the energy and, what we may be going through as a collective in this world that we're living in at this moment. So, stay tuned. We're about to get deep. So as you know, we can create our own reality. We can do meditations. We can do visualizations to create the life that we choose. However, I feel though a lot of spiritual people get it twisted. They think, okay, because you sit at your altar, you meditate every day and do a couple visualizations and some affirmations that, all of these blessings is just going to miraculously come into your life. No. That is not how it works. For those of you who think spirituality is easy, you got it wrong. And for those of you who are embarking on your new journey or have been going through it, you know what I'm talking about. But it's real. It gets real. You as you go through your journey, you're getting in depth with your emotions. You're getting in depth with the things that's going on in this life. And you have to do the inner work. You have to do the work, period. In order for us to create the reality we want to create, we must work on ourselves. And working on ourselves includes healing from any traumatic experiences in our life and elevating ourselves to be able to do what our purpose is supposed to be in this life. In this day and age, this is a new world. If you go outside, everything is different. You go to the stores, everything is different. The prices is rising. They're throwing all this money at us, and we're, you can either make decisions as to spending it, buying everything you want to buy, or you can sit back and save and, really figure out what you want to do with your future, pay your bills up, whatever the case may be. But there's this energy out that it's busy, go, which is okay because we haven't been in that energy in a while because we've been on quarantine. However, because it's a new world, it's time to create our own world. Now, that's going to sound kind of weird, but I feel as though with, I'm trying not to say too much because they be tripping off these YouTube videos, but with everything that's going on with the mandates and things of that nature, I feel as though there's going to be a huge restriction on things because of our choices. Whether we decide to go with the masses and do what the masses is doing, or we decide to go with what we feel is best. And the reason I say that is because there is a new world being created. And because there's a new world being created, there's two ways you can go about it. You can live according to how everybody wants you to live, or how the government, et cetera, or you can do your own thing, believing in your own self and in your own magic and creating the reality that you want to create. So the reality is everything that's going on is causing many people to live in fear and to not take things seriously or to not take things seriously. And I personally don't want to be under no one's agenda. With my spirituality journey, I've realized that my journey is my journey. And it was so much freedom when I actually got that, to where other people can't tell me what I can and can't do. I'm not just going to listen to what a person says. I'm going to ask, I'm going to do my research, and I'm going to allow the divine to guide me and lead me versus me following the masses. So, with that being said, like, because it's a new world order, I feel as though we are being called. Those of you who are vibing high, those of you who are feeling as though there's this underlying transformation going on, you don't even understand it, but you're feeling transformed. You're feeling like there's a scripture in the Bible that says, don't be of this world. And I feel like that's what's going on now. Those of us that are focusing and getting our energies together and protecting ourselves and creating and getting in that energy, those are the people that's going to help create this new world. So basically what I'm saying is, like, the most important thing to do right now in this day and age is to create. We have so many avenues and things that we can do on our own accord. We can grow our own food. We can start our own schools. We can have our own events. We can have our own military. We can have our own holistic shops. We can have our own hospitals, etc., etc. And it's not no Black Lives Matter, you know, for just blacks, but it's for everybody. Like, we all have gifts and tools. We were all born with gifts and tools, and it's important for us to utilize that, especially now, because there is going to be a lot of restrictions on things that we can and cannot do. You got to have a mask on, or you got to have the shot, or whatever the case may be. And a lot of people aren't buying into that. So if you're one of those people, then we as a collective got to come together and figure out how we can live in this world, you know. And in order for us to do that, we have to create. So there's some of you that are teachers. There's some of you that are healers. There's some of you that are herbalists. And it's important for us to teach and for us to get out here and show people that they can create their own self. They don't have to go follow the masses, but they can do whatever everybody else is doing. It's just you got to have the knowledge and the information. And that's our job as a collective, to help and to teach. We should be teaching our kids how to garden. We should be teaching our kids how to be healthy, how to heal with herbs, and, you know, just really work on our inner self to where we can become our best self. We also could be, we also can start our own, like, military. You know, we have men out here that really ain't got nothing to do, really just kind of stuck. And, you know, you could be mentoring, you can be teaching, you know, young men how to, you know, start their own business, cutting grass, boxing, or whatever the case may be. There's something for all of us to be doing that can contribute to this new world that we are creating, and that we don't have to live by the masses and be controlled by whatever they say or what they want us to do, but we have our own operation. We have our own way of thinking. It's kind of like back in the day whenever the slavery was going on. You know, the blacks couldn't go eat here. We couldn't do this. They couldn't do that. So what did we do? Did we say, no, our life is over? No, they went and started their own stuff. So that's what I mean by being creative. We need to be more creative and start our own stuff, because if not, then we're going to be under the masses of the world, and we don't want that. So, needless to say, I don't know if any of you guys may know, but we are working out of 3D. When you look around you and you go outside, that is a 3D reality. A 3D reality is, you know, the illusion of we have to do what everybody wants us to do. We have to live out in fear because they are trying to make us fear. Here we got this COVID going on, and people are not taking it serious. There's people that don't even believe it, you know. But the reality is we should all be aiming to get to the 5D. We should be evolving, getting out that fear and stagnant energy of following the masses, and we have to choose to get into the 5D reality. The 5D reality is spiritual. You're walking by faith. You're creating. You're evolving. You're growing. You're not allowing people to just tell you anything. You're asking questions. Why this? Why that? You're doing research. You're constantly growing and evolving. The reality is we need to know ourselves. We need to know our purpose in this life. And in order to do that, you have to go within. And as you go within, you got to realize that we're not meant to stay stagnant. We are meant to grow. Everything in our life that's going on at this moment is helping us to grow. And just like a flower, just like anything, if it stops growing, that means there's no life to it. So if you're not growing, you're not evolving, what are you doing? If you're not going to contribute to this world that we're about to have, our babies is growing up in this new world. We need to be teaching them things that, I mean, look at the school system now. What are they learning? We can't get mad at the school system for not teaching our kids. It's our job to teach our kids. It's our job for them to learn how to maintain, how to create, how to live, how to love, how to heal. That's our job. So instead of us being in fear or living reckless, we really need to be paying attention to what we can do to contribute to the world that it's going right now. Some of us don't have any ambition at all. Some of us are content with living the way we're living. And them people gonna have a rude awakening, because it's not about that. Like, at some point, you got to get to a point where you want more for yourself. You want more for your family. We are raising generations. You have kids, so what are we doing to build for our children? What are they going to have when we pass on or this world crumbles? What are they going to have? It's important for us to teach them. The world is changing. We got to stop being lazy. If you think about it, all we're doing right now is just spending money, living it up, eating out. And that's their agenda. They want us to be distracted, to be in our own selfish desires. If you notice, there's more killings, there's more crimes, there's more injustice. I see a lot of strong relationships losing their core, losing their love. Like, things is really changing. And, you know, the purpose of this message is just to really, really, really take this time and really, really, really get with God and allow him to really sit you down, humble you a little bit, and, you know, focus on what's at hand. Yes, we can do anything we want. You know, things is going so beautifully in the world right now. And to me, it's too good to be true, you know, and we need to be preparing ourselves, you know. Do we have enough food and water? Do we have our military gear? Are you armed? Do you have protection for you and your family? Do you have canned goods, foods, and things that's going to help you guys? Not saying that anything's going to happen, but just preparation, because you just never know. Did we think back in 2018 that 2019 and 20 would be filled with pandemic? You know what I'm saying? So we had to prepare for that. You know, I thank God for all of the avenues and ways that the economy or the government is helping the economy, and the president is helping us. I appreciate them coins. But at the end of the day, don't take those coins and spend them and do dumb stuff. Don't go out and get high till you can't think straight. Don't go out and buy your whole wardrobe of clothes. I mean, you could do that, but put some stuff to the side. Prepare for the future. You know, you just never know. Put some money in savings. Look into crypto. Crypto is climbing. These stocks and markets. Invest in yourself. Start a new business. Get you a couple streams of income. Those of you who are teachers, those of you who are healers, now is the time to step up. Know yourself, know thyself. If you're a healer, we should be healing. We should be teaching people how to heal naturally. We should be starting our own schools, starting our own hospitals, opening up our own restaurants so we don't have to live under the masses of the other people where we have to be mandated to do this. It is a free world. Why are y'all making us do X, Y, and Z? You know? So I guess this was a calling to those who care to let's step up, let's step out. You know, the agenda is for us not to be outside and in unity. You know, we're supposed to be 6 feet away from which we're going to follow the law. But at the same time, like, I feel like this is a call for us to be a community, for us to stand up together. We all need each other. We're all a piece of the pie. We all have a purpose. So why not work together? Why not create our own stuff to where we don't have to live under the masses and we can do our own thing? So take advantage of everything that's going on now and get your stuff together. Really work on creating your best life for yourself, because now is the time. The energy's potent. You know, the energy's out here. But you also have to protect your energy. You also have to make sure that you are doing everything you can to be your best self. So I'm going to leave with that. Protect your energy. Continue to ask questions. Why? Pay attention. Don't be distracted. Don't be bamboozled. Don't live in fear, because they are throwing it out here. Fear. Do this, do that. And know you're your own person. You don't have to live under the masses. This is a free country, so we should be able to live free. So take this time, for those of you who don't know what your purpose is, don't know what your gifts is, tune in, tap into your higher self. Allow your higher self to give you that information. Meditate, visualize. What do you see yourself doing in the future? Step into your calling. Know yourself. Grab some ambition. Whatever you want in this world, you can create. So I'm going to leave you with that. I pray that this message touch somebody, and that we all as a collective can get together and be what we need to be for these babies that's growing up and for our future. Thank you again for listening, tuning into another video. Anytime I do a blackout message, that means it's something real. Ain't got nothing to do with the tarot, but it's just something real from my heart. So thank you guys for listening and your support. Namaste.